The news at 5 begins with breaking news on yet another incident involving a metro train, and this time the problem appears to be with the train's brakes. We are hearing from evacuated passengers about what happened. Good evening. I'm Leslie Foster.
And I'm Larry Miller. Today's incident involving a yellow line train at the Gallery Place metro station comes a little more than a week after yet another metro train derailed inside of a tunnel near Arlington Cemetery.
Our Colby Satterfield is live from the Gallery Place metro with the details, and apparently there is some really dramatic sound from all of this. Colby.
Yes, there is, and it all started after roughly 100 people had to be evacuated, which they were safely off this disabled rail cars down there. They also found no evidence that there was smoke or fire down there as they initially thought. The Rail Operations Control Center says this whole metro fiasco started around 2:15 this afternoon when they say they got a report of a potential brake issue near the Gallery Place platform. We listened to the metro radio traffic, which gives us an idea of what was going on underground. There was an initial report of smoke in one of the cars, and people were walking to the front as heard over a metro scanner. About a minute later, the operator told command center over the radio that customers were getting rowdy. You could hear the passengers yelling in the background. And now officials familiar with this situation say the initial call to dispatch was to Columbia Heights. That's 4 metro stops from here where the train actually stopped. But they say crews quickly got turned around and sent here to Chinatown. I spoke with several people who were down there on the train. They say some folks were getting chaotic and they had to keep moving up rail cars as the lights kept going out before they say the electricity was just completely cut and they eventually were evacuated off. You can see them walking alongside the underground rail tracks here before eventually reaching the Gallery Place platform. A woman I spoke to says this whole thing was scary, texting her family to pray for her as she sat in the dark, not knowing what was going to happen next.
First, it started like slowing down, and then the lights went out in the car. We were in the last car. The lights went out, and then it came to a complete stop real fast, and then it looked like it was some smoke or something like that. So we didn't know what was going on. Everyone's sitting there looking around, and some people got really panicky and stuff like that. So then we had to exit the last car.
The yellow and green line train is now single tracking between L'Enfant Plaza and Mount Vernon Square. No word on how long that will last, but Metro says to expect delays in both directions. I'm live in Northwest, Colby Satterfield, WUSA 9.
Yeah, this has been kind of happening week after week here. We just can't really seem to catch a break, and I know there's a lot of renewed attention on what's happening with Metro going forward. Colby, thank you. Blair?